Coming up on H-Town High School Sports, it's the Regional Final Four in the softball playoffs. We'll have the do or die highlights. Our team of the week is making history in the softball postseason.
To get to this point is everything to us.
We'll have their story. In baseball, it's the Elite Eight in the regional playoffs. We'll have the great game action. And in football, this former Highlander QB is now a national champion. It's a championship night ahead. H-Town High School Sports starts now. Hello everyone and welcome to Academy Sports and Outdoors H-Town High School Sports. We're powered by Vibe. I'm Todd Freed. As the school year winds down, things are still winding up in the softball playoffs, including a tremendous 6A Region 3 semifinal between the state number 1 ranked Clear Springs Chargers with a 28-0 record against the perennial powerhouse Katy Tigers. This, game 2 of the best of 3, a must-win for Katy after Clear Springs won game 1. Springs 2 on, but Cameron Harrison, big strikeout for the Tigers. Bottom 1, Katy, Ashley Woodring drives it to deep center, but Emma King, back, nice catch. Top of the second, 1 on, Cameron Harrison, another strikeout to end the threat. Bottom 3, Tigers, Erin Castillo, squeeze bunt, Emily Park scores, 1-0 Katy. Same score, top 6. Chargers runner on third. Emma Stroud deep to center. Catch is made, but Demi Elder tags and scores. Tied at 1. Clear Springs pitcher Emma Stroud buckles down. She gets the K. Top 7. Clear Springs 2 runners on. Emma King connects to right center. That will bring in 1 run. Here comes Demi Elder, and it's 3-1 Clear Springs. Bottom 7. Last chance for Katy. Emma Stroud with the heat and the strikeout. 2 outs now, and Stroud, another K to end it, and Clear Springs wins 3-1 the final. They knock off the reigning state champions to advance to the regional finals.
So first time in school history, how special is this to advance to the regional finals?
This is the coolest thing that I've got a chance to be a part of, and these kids have just made it happen and wanted it and worked and done everything that they've been asked to do, and this is all because of their fight.
The beautiful Channelview ISD ballpark, the setting for Deer Park versus Ridge Point, 6A Region 3 semifinals. Deer Park jumps up big early. Haley Wilkerson, a squeeze bunt. Brianna Fuentes comes in, 1-0 Lady Deer. Then Hayden Hardcastle at bat. She singles just past third. Tabby Bailey comes in, 3-0. Same at bat. Madison Appleby, base hit to left. Addison Lehu and Hardcastle will also score. It's 5-0. Deer Park pitcher Hayden Hardcastle. Look at that crowd from Deer Park, looking strong. Here she gets the strikeout to end the inning. Top 2, more Deer Park. Linda Gabea running single. Rihanna Neiman and Kyla Zaid score, and it's 7-0 Lady Deer. Then Emma Overla drives it deep to right center field. That brings in Linda Gabea, and it's 11-0 Lady Deer. Hey, I don't think that's a student flag bearer. All right, Deer Park still slugging. Brianna Fuentes, a blast back to the fence and left. Orvela scores 18-4 the final in game 1. They then won game 2, 17-4. So it's Deer Park versus Clear Springs in the 6A Region 3 finals. 5A Region 3 semifinals, 1-game winner-take-all between Montgomery, Lake Creek, and Crosby. What a game. Lake Creek pitcher Ava Brown was tough. The strikeout to end the first. Crosby pitcher Grace Sparks was strong. She gets the strikeout. Now, some defense. Jordy Wilkins bunts, but Emily Kennedy with the nice diving catch for Lake Creek. Top 4. Ava Brown still in command. Another strikeout. It's still scoreless. Bottom 4, Lake Creek, Kaylee Rachinsky, base hit to left. Lauren Hilty scores 1-0. Then Peyton Bauer, a little dribbler. That will bring in Rochinski. It's 2-0 Lake Creek. Top 6, Crosby, Madison Garcia, bloops it, but Maddie McKee with the great diving catch. Wow. Top 7, last chance for Crosby. Runner on second, no outs. Jordy Wilkins doubles to left center. Morgan Lloyd scores. It's 2-1. So Emily Kennedy comes in relief with no outs. She strikes out the first 2 batters and then strikes out the side to end the game. Wow! In dramatic fashion, Lake Creek wins 2-1 to advance to the Class 5A Region 3 Finals. Let's dance on over to the 5A Region 3 semifinal between Barbers Hill, state number 2, against the Waller Bulldogs. Eagles top 1, Delaney Dunham drives it way back to the wall in center field. Amber Thibodeau will score, and it's 1-0 Barbers Hill. Same at bat now. Estella Garza reps it deep to right center. Dunham and Reagan Duty will also race home, and it's already 3-0. Still top 1. Kaylee Hornberger cranks it deep to left field. That's back to the wall. Estella Garza comes in. 4-0 Barbers Hill. Barbers Hill pitcher Samantha Landry was tough. The strikeout, bottom 1. Then next batter, and the heat, and another strikeout. Top 2nd, more Eagles. Kaylee Hornberger flies to center. Nice catch. That isn't out, but Landry tags and scores. It's 9-0. Bottom of the 3rd, Waller gets on the board. A shot way back to left field. That brings in a run. That cut the lead to 9-1. But Samantha Landry was just too tough. The strikeout, and Barbers Hill wins big in Game 1, 11-1 the final. And then in Game 2, Barbers Hill wins again, 2-0 to sweep the series. They will face Lake Creek in a much-anticipated powerhouse Class 5A Region 3 final. All right, switching to the baseball playoffs right now, where it was down to the regional quarterfinals across Greater Houston, including a great matchup in 6A Region 2 between district rivals, the Woodlands and Grand Oaks. Game 2 of the series, a must-win for the Woodlands after Grand Oaks took Game 1. Bottom of the 2nd for the Woodlands, Jake Escovedo. Nice bunt. The throw to first is going to be wild. That'll bring in Dylan Kerbo and Justin Barry Smith. 2-0 Highlanders. Top 3, Grand Oaks, bases loaded. Connor McBride lines it deep to left. It drops. 1 run in. Then a 2nd run. A.J. McGrady tries to score as well, but he is out. But it's 3-2 at that point. Same at bat. Kyle DeRoos slices it to right field. McBride will come in, and he will dive in safely. Now he's going to be fired up. It's tied at 3. Same at bat. Jace Farnsworth lines to left. DeRoos will score. Here comes Larry Drake. Grand Oaks wins 10-6 to sweep the series and advance to the 6A Region 2 semifinals. Big crowd on Saturday for deciding 3rd game between Cy-Fair and Tompkins. Bottom 2 for Katie Tompkins. Braden West goes east with it, way east, and that one is gone. Solo homer, and it's 1-0 Tompkins on top. Same at bat. Patrick Chastain, soft chopper in the infield. The runner from second, Tyler Brownlee, doesn't stop, and he scores. It's 2-0. Tompkins pitcher Michael DeBattista, great game, the strikeout, and he's fired up. Bottom 3, Jack Little comes up big, lines to the gap in left center. Drew Markle rounds 3rd, and he will score, and that made it 3-0. Cy-Fair runners on the corners. On the rundown, the runner races home, but Graydon West throws to Landon West, and he's out. Big play. Falcons add to their lead. Little rips it to left. Markle will come in and score, and it's 4-0. Then, on the perfect squeeze bunt by Patrick Chastain, throw to first is in time, but Ivan Gomez races home, and he's safe. 5-0 is the final. Tompkins advances to the 6A Region 3 semifinals. Coming up next, our team of the week is making school history on the softball diamond. will have their amazing story. And it's an amazing national championship for this former Woodlands Highlander. Welcome back to Academy Sports and Outdoors, H-Town High School Sports. We're powered by Vipe. I'm Todd Freed. Entering the fourth round of the softball playoffs, the Bridgeland Bears had already made school history by advancing to the Class 6A Region 2 semifinals. More now on the Lady Bears, who we recognize as our Allegiance Bank Team of the Week. In just its third season as a varsity program, the Bridgeland Bears were 4 rounds deep into the playoffs, ever so quickly making its mark among the state's elite Class 6A programs. Bears head coach Candy Weige has overseen the program since day one.
These girls, I think, have been preparing for this for 4 years. So, we started out at Bridgeland in 2017-2018 school year, and these girls have been kind of making a history.
We've been doing really good playing as a team and really wanting to win and working really hard in practice and outside of actual games.
There's no feeling like it. I mean, it's been awesome to bring this program from the bottom to the top. Like, to get to this point is everything to us.
En route to a 28-9 overall record, the Bears have boasted a mighty bat, amassing 58 home runs in 37 games, led by the 14 homers from sophomore Trinity Allen.
Trinity is such a huge component to this program. It's not just necessarily of her being the heart, it's just the fact that she shows up when she needs to. Only being a sophomore, just what a great person and great character that she shows with that.
And the Bears have been their best when it's counted most, outscoring its playoff opponents by a hefty 45-19 margin over its 4 playoff victories.
It has been tremendous. I mean, I can't say enough about this team, and the proof's in the pudding at this point. They have been preparing, like I said, for 4 years to get to this point. It was just a great overall effort. I couldn't be more proud. They're playing as a completely different team in postseason. They're really raising the bar for themselves and doing a fantastic job.
I love this team. I love the chemistry that we have. It's just like, you can't find it anywhere else in the district. I feel like working with each other for the past 4 years has just grown as a team, and it's really shown this year. Like, I think this is like our best year by far. Like, we are just showing out.
I think it's our mentality. It's staying calm even through the highs and the lows and just playing our game of ball because, like, we know how to play it.
And in a season of historic firsts for the Lady Bears, they even recorded their first ever triple play.
I didn't even know it happened at the time. Actually, I looked at my assistants. They were like, "That was a triple play." It just happened so quickly. But what a great way to be able to get into postseason and have plays like that, because these girls, like I said, they've been hungry and they've been fighting for it this entire time, and it's just really showing right now.
And we are here on campus at Bridgeland, along with the Lady Bears. I'm joined by Carson Hughes of Allegiance Bank.
Hey, Coach. Congratulations on making school history.
Thank you.
On behalf of that honor, I am proud to present to you this plaque for being the Allegiance Bank Team of the Week.
Coming up next, a national championship for this ex-Woodlands Highlander. We'll hear from his proud dad, who was also his high school coach. Welcome back to Academy Sports and Outdoors, H-Town High School Sports. I'm Todd Freed. Well, 4 years removed from leading his team to the Class 6A state finals, former the Woodlands Highlander quarterback Eric Schmid now has himself a national championship. Back in 2016, quarterback Eric Schmid led the Woodlands Highlanders to the Class 6A Division I state finals, marking the Highlanders' best season ever.
Awesome. I mean, this is what we dreamed about doing since we were in 5th grade with all these guys, so to actually get there is awesome.
Flash forward nearly 4.5 years later, and Eric is still making dreams come true.
3rd and goal with 21 seconds left, play clock down to 5.
Albeit this time on the national stage, leading Sam Houston State to a dramatic 23-21 victory over South Dakota State for the FCS National Championship.
But Sam Houston wins it. The Bearcats capture their first FCS championship.
The game was phenomenal, from a spectator standpoint. It had all the drama that you would want in a football game. From a parent of a player standpoint, it was emotionally draining, I can tell you that.
Mark Schmid certainly has a special appreciation for his son's talents in football, After all, Schmid was also Eric's head football coach at the Woodlands. The national title game reminded Coach Schmid somewhat of a playoff victory over Garland Saxe back in that 2016 run to the state finals.
There was a big third down conversion on a drive, and then there was a fourth down conversion on a drive for us to go down and score and take the lead. And it was a little eerily similar to that game, except this was on a much grander stage than a second-round playoff game. This was for all the marbles.
While there was plenty of special moments back then, nothing to truly compare with the heroics against South Dakota State, where Eric battled through a hobbled ankle and a bloody mouth to lead the ultimate game-winning drive, capped off by a 10-yard touchdown pass with 16 seconds remaining.
I knew from talking to him in the week prior to the game that he was locked in, and that it was going to be tough to get him out of the game. And he did that. He was gritty, and makes you proud as a parent to see your kid be able to do that for himself and for his teammates.
A team that put forth a remarkable string of comeback victories in an incredible postseason.
Their resiliency, their belief in one another. When things were going bad, no one got down and no one started pointing fingers at the other side, and they just kept swinging.
And joining us now, Vite Media's Matt Malatesta. Matt, how cool was that to see Eric Schmid win a national championship?
You talk about a gamer. This guy was getting thrown around like a rag doll, makes the big plays when they count. It's great to see him, kind of shine in that big moment.
And we've had other national championships from local products in the last 3 weeks. 3 volleyball players at Kentucky from Houston.
How about that? Kentucky wins a national championship. I didn't even know they were a power in volleyball. But you've got the Skinner sisters, Avery and Maddie Skinner, and then, of course, Reagan Rutherford from Ridge Point. All on that team, all played valuable minutes to get them a national championship.
All right, they're from the Skinners from Faith West in Katy. How about that? So we'll start, we're winding down the season. We thought it'd be fun to talk about the best from this past fall. And it all starts in football. And the #1 team in the nation all year was North Shore. They didn't quite get there, but that was one of the stories of the year.
Well, what a great run those guys had with Demetrius Davis. 3 years, two state championships. They were really close to getting another one. They just stubbed their toe. But how about the Katy Tigers? How can we forget about them? Because North Shore had that spotlight for so long. Katy comes in and wins the state championship this year.
6A Division II state champs in 5A. Incredible year for the Crosby Cougars.
Really cool for that community too, because man, they really rallied around the Cougars. Tremendous season, senior heavy, but what the coach is doing out there right now is really, really a great job.
All right, and then in the fall, of course, you have volleyball. We had 2 state champions, and keeping it in Katy, Seven Lakes wins a state title.
How about that? It's been a long time since the largest classification of volleyball has come through the city of Houston. The Woodlands was the last team. Allie Battenhorst is a generational talent. As you can see, she's one of the top players in the country, Gatorade Player of the Year. Seven Lakes gets it done and wins that national state championship. That was awesome. And Fulshire, man, they're loaded and they're young. They're coming back for another one.
Yeah, it's something. Fulshire's not that far from Katy. So Katy football wins state, 6A. Katy volleyball wins state in 6A.
Right.
And Fulshire 5A volleyball. What's going on in West Houston?
Well, don't forget about cross country. Cinco Ranch girls had a tremendous year in cross country. And the cheerleaders of Seven Lake won a state championship as well.
Yeah, we are your Katy station. Matt Malatesta, we'll see you next week. We'll talk about the winter sports as we wind it down.
See you next week.
Right now, let's wind it back up as we recap that big Katy Clear Springs playoff game. This, game 2 of the best of 3, a must-win for Katy after Clear Springs won game 1. Springs 2 on, but Cameron Harrison, big strikeout for the Tigers. Bottom 1, Katy, Ashley Woodring drives it to deep center, but Emma King, back, nice catch. Top of the second, 1 on, Cameron Harrison, another strikeout to end the threat. Bottom 3, Tigers, Erin Castillo, squeeze bunt, Emily Park scores, 1-0 Katy. Same score, top 6, Chargers runner on third, Emma Stroud, deep to center, catch is made, but Demi Elder tags and scores, tied at 1. Clear Springs pitcher Emma Stroud buckles down, she gets the K. Top 7, Clear Springs 2 runners on, Emma King connects to right center. That will bring in 1 run. Here comes Demi Elder, and it's 3-1 Clear Springs. Bottom 7, last chance for Katie. Emma Stroud with the heat and the strikeout. 2 outs now, and Stroud, another K to end it, and Clear Springs wins 3-1 the final. They knock off the reigning state champions to advance to the regional finals.
So first time in school history, how special is this to advance to the regional finals?
This is the coolest thing that I've got a chance to be a part of, and these kids have just made it happen and wanted it and worked and done everything they've been asked to do, and this is all because of their fight.
Welcome back to the show, everyone, on another big week of baseball and softball playoffs. More big stuff right now with our Academy Sports and Outdoors Plays of the Week. Clear Springs pitcher Emma Stroud was magnificent in the clincher against Katie, the final out, and the strikeout as Clear Springs advances to the 6A Region 3 finals. The big Lake Creek Crosby game. How about the defense here? Emily Kennedy with the diving catch for Lake Creek. Then, off the little blooper from Madison Garcia, Maddie McKee with the diving grab. And then Emily Kennedy in relief. She strikes out the side in the 7th as Lake Creek wins in dramatic fashion to advance. Your Academy Sports and Outdoors Plays of the Week. All right, another great week of high school sports. That'll do it for this week. Until next time, stay H-Town proud.
You love to play. Academy Sports and Outdoors makes it easier than ever to get what you need and have fun out there. Get free shipping on your favorite brands at academy.com or get free curbside or in-store pickup at your Academy store.